Welcome back, survivors and thrivers. What if we can start fresh? A new beginning. Even though we have big challenges from aphasia or one side of your body or some part of your body is paralyzed. That happened to me. And it's a new beginning for me to make videos for me. So odd. I don't like to be the spotlight, but it was time to maybe help someone. And I'm a stroke and brain injury recovery coach, and I had a stroke 25 years ago. It was a major mark for me. That was January 6, 1999. Crazy. I'm still alive and thriving. I'm still moving forward. And some days I don't want to. Some days I just want to do anything. But so I want to move forward. So sometimes I go back and forth, but at least I'm moving forward because I'm speaking now. I couldn't speak at all, so at least I'm moving with my words. So the Christmas break, I watched a show, Lessons of Chemistry, and it's about science and scientists, and some of the quotes are so aligned with that might align with you guys and me, and so I'm just gonna share some quotes, and then I'm gonna share my experiences. And there's 3 of the quotes, and I'll be quick though. I'll try to be quick. And some of the words it's hard to pronounce. That's why I'm using it, because it's kind of reading. But I wrote it down, and so some of the words are hard, but it's Wednesday, of course, reading on Wednesdays, so that's what I do, practice reading. The first quote is from the star, and she said, "I know that might sound scary to change, but remember, courage is the root of change, and change is what we are chemically designed for. If your life has been anything like mine, your dreams will not come to you in a linear fashion." Is that right? Linear fashion. But if you have a voice you feel is not being heard, we would love to meet you. And change is hard, and it is hard, but we are designed, our bodies are chemically designed to change and move forward, and that's so amazing. It can do that. Another quote, it says, the star's mother-in-law said, I love to help you with whatever it is you're interested in pursuing, though I have the feeling that you don't like help. And the star said, "No, as I gotten older, I find help is a gift. And oh my goodness, I'm gonna cry. When I was a kid, and when I was, before the stroke, I didn't want any help, and I was on my own and tried to be, independent and do my own. And a year or 2, I want to go back to college, and even though I can barely speak, but I need to move forward and have just kind of a associate's degree, and just have a degree. My goal is to have a degree, and in order to do that, I need tutors, because I don't have the capacity. Back then, the stroke, I couldn't do it. It's easier how to do it. It's hard to do it anyway. Is to write essays and take notes. The tutors help me do the notes while I'm listening. It's weird. The brain can't process it. My brain to write notes and listen at the same time back then. At the same time now, honestly, it's just hard. But I can listen some. I wrote down some things, but back then, sorry, go back. And I remember one of the tutor helped me to do essays, and we connected. She's so kind, and I'm just like, I feel bad doing a little help, but she's just like, no, I would love to help you. I'd love you to help me. I would love to help you, and it's free. At college, there's because we have disability status, I guess. So weird. Like before I didn't have that. I was honor students. It's so weird. It's so odd and uncomfortable. But you know, why not to use your disability status, you know? And because it really helps to move forward, and so my you know, that tutor helped me, and she you know, she helped me do one of the essays, and at the end of semester I was in that computer class at that time, and so someone was knocking the door, and the teacher opened, and she asked for me, and I went outside, and we chatted a little bit, and she gave me a gift for me for Christmas. I'm gonna fly to my family, but here's a gift for you. And I'm like, what? You a gift for me? I want to give you a gift to you, you know? And gift, and a physical gift, or gift of helping, gift of listening. It's just, those are all amazing that when people listen from aphasia and have you know, they are the gift. They're the gift. To listen from long term, sometimes it's hard to speak at all. And so help is a gift. And I'm so grateful that the way you connect with others, it really helped me to connect better. It's just weird, but it's awesome that you can just help others just give things, like just give time, and give, you know, listening is huge for me, because sometimes when it's really hard to express my feelings and they listen to me, they're the gift. Anyway, then the last quote about connecting. Yeah, she was a teacher. The star was a star. The star was the teacher at the end. And I'm going to start the quote. It says, living things are made up of atoms, but in most cases, those atoms are not floating around individually. Instead, they are usually interacting with other atoms. Both the strong bonds that hold molecules together, and the weak bonds that create temporary connections are essential to the very existence of life. So the strong and weak are connecting. And the student said, is this random which atoms are connected? the teacher said, think of your own life. You can't anticipate. Okay, I use the word. I use this thing. Anticipate. Anticipate. You can't anticipate the moments. It's only when you look backwards that you see how they all connected. Student said, what does this have to do with chemistry? And the teacher said, everything. The only constant variable in a chemical reaction is change, the unexpected. Our job here is not to avoid surprises. Our job is not to avoid surprises. We can't control it. So there's only one thing left to do: surrender. Now we don't have to accept the bad things, but we do have to accept the inevitable. I can't say that word. Inevitably. That word's hard. Inevitably of change. Both ourselves and our circumstances. She's showing a book then, Charles Dickens, not exactly known for his work in the sciences, and all the teachers laugh, students are laughing, but the greatest scientist that I've ever known, actually her partner, kept his book on his bedside. He said it made him a better chemist. I laughed it off at the time because I found it to be an absurd thing to say, but I'm sure you do now. However, I eventually relented, and this is the page he had dog-eared. This is a memorable day. Where am I? That was a memorable day for me, for it made great changes in me. But it is the same with any life. Imagine one selected day struck out of it, and think how different its course would have been. Pause. You who read this, and think of a moment of the long chain of iron or gold, or thorns or flowers that would never been bound you, but the formation of the first link on one memorable day. So, one thing that we couldn't expected to have a stroke. I was 18. My doctor would expected me to have a stroke. He didn't give me. I had a surgery, and he wouldn't expected me to have anything. Like he didn't expected. He didn't give me prescribe any blood thinners because I was so young and there was nothing, But it happened, and I'm not blaming on him, my doctor. It just happened. At first I was a little blame on him, a little bit, because it's so hard. My speech was all gone. And, but it happened. Unexpected. And I can't control it. My brain is damaged. Still. And, but, You have to accept that what I can do and the things I can't do. And it was just so, I don't know, that the show was amazing. And when I was a kid, I was like 8, and I want to give for Christmas, I want to get a microscope. I want to get a microscope when I was 8. I don't know why. I like scientists, but I couldn't. It's hard to do that now, but it's okay. I do work at the healthcare, just like medical records, but I'm grateful that's enough for me to survive, and I can live on my own, and it took a while. It took so long to have a job that way, to have that job. I had to start at a public storage, starting the job, and then eventually I took a course for medical coding, but medical coding that's changed a lot, and I couldn't keep it up. My brain couldn't keep it all up, but it's kind of like one level down at medical records, and that's enough. And but I think before the stroke, I would want to have a career, a big huge career, but it's just it's a different life. And January 6th is basically another birthday, because mine was so bad, and I just had to let it go. That life has changed. And my life coach, almost 3 years ago, I was struggling and about my speech still. It was 3 years ago, and I'm still striving for 25 years, but she asked, I love just ask questions. She said, what if your aphasia is a gift? And at first I'm just like, that's crap at first. I'm like, no way, there's not a gift for me. Every day, some days it's so hard to express my feelings, even do daily things. But over time, I was okay. I'd write down some things that I'm grateful for because I have aphasia. And I think the major thing is I'm not trying to be, but a lot of people compliment me that I'm a very authentic person. I'm just like, I'm just trying to express what I'm trying to say. But it's kind of a gift, and maybe before, when I felt like I should help others from the stroke, that was like a year later after the stroke, I'm just like, there's no way, I don't know how to do this. And then okay, maybe somehow I can do this. And then I'm like, okay, when my aphasia is all gone, then I can help others. When my aphasia is all healed, then I can help others. But there's no, my opinion, mine is so bad. Some days I can't speak well, some I can. When it's very relationships or really hard talks, it's hard for me. But I can help what I have. I can help the things that I have. And just doing what I'm doing, just reading it out loud, reading on Wednesdays, what I'm doing is my journey, and maybe someone will help that. Maybe we'll see that even though my life isn't perfect, it's okay. And just live that you do have. Live that you have. And it's awesome to the strong bonds and the weak bonds always interacting. And so there is how to explain it? You know that you know what to say, partly, but maybe someone needs your partner, or your caregiver, to work together, so the weak, the strong to work together. Maybe, my thoughts about that. Or the strong that I can do, that for a while ago, I mean, I just had a job last year. I drove, it's called VEO job, driving service. I can drive. I'm grateful I can drive. And I picked up people who had a stroke. So I'm just like, breaks my heart. But I connect with them, you know? And other people, it's just, they can't drive anymore, or they don't have the money to have a car. And I have I have a car, and I can help others. So we can connect. It was good to talk others like about it, you know? And so, you know, life is so crazy, and I just like sit back and like, what do I have, and I can offer for anything, I can serve, and part of it is a gift. Aphasia is a gift. And I'm just like, yeah, it is. I'm so grateful that I can do what I'm doing right now. I'm just speaking. I'm grateful that I can, though. I can speak again. 25 years ago, I couldn't. I keep going. I'm keep going because someone will help, need some help, somehow. That was my little message, and the reading part from the video, the show. It was really good of a show, and so remember, you matter. You got this. So keep moving forward and thrive.